Okay, nice. Yay! This level's pretty fun. I like this one. More than I thought, at least. It looks really, really nice. I don't love the song in some parts. I do think the melody is alright, although there's some goofy things like you said the yeah boy meme, but that's just a weird part of the song. Overall, this is a good level. I like this. Glad somebody actually cared enough to make like a easier level for the World Gauntlet, because everything else is 8+. Oh, okay. Okay, I did it. I just don't really find this level all too interesting. It's kind of just basic gameplay with one hard part at the very end. I don't know. It's just really basic, and it's really over-indicated. It's really short. I don't know. Not big on this one. Yeah. 80%. I mean, like, I kind of sight read it anyway. Yeah, just not a super interesting level, in my opinion. It's okay. Oh! Okay. I should have just practiced it, because I probably would have just, like, one-shot it after that. This isn't bad. This kind of feels like, Hellgate Menace if it was good. And it still has some of those, like, issues. Like, I don't really like the boss fight part of it, but the rest of it's really good and very intense, very cool. I did not, this cast of creators, I think AbstractDark and Rafer were part of this, but Pipe Macho, huh? That's the person who just threw a hissy fit because they're when they get legendary. That's fun. I didn't know Pipe Macho was part of this. Probably made one of the bad parts. Pipe Macho is not a very good creator. Anyway, this is a good level. Okay. Nice. That was fun. Oh, cool. Insanity. This is literally a wave man. Wow. That's kind of crazy. I did it though. This level's fun. I like this. This is way better. Like, I just didn't remember this one very well, but this is good. Who's the team of creators on this one? I did not check. Oh, Jghost is part of the team. Okay, cool. Did not realize that. So it's made. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. This level's fun. I didn't really give someone much thought when I played it on my old account, but this is good. It's pretty easy too. I really like some of the effects in it, and it looks very nice. And it's fun. A little over indicated, but it's also like almost entirely downhill, so I'm not too shocked. Yeah, that was cool. Why can't I beat this? I almost had it on my first try, but at the same time, not really, because fun thing called arbitrary user coin syndrome. It's when the user coins in your level are completely arbitrary and just a giant choke point. I win this. Yay! Okay. This level goes pretty hard. I really like the gameplay could be a little bit better in a couple of places. Besides that, this is a really beautiful level. And it's really fun. Just the boss fight and a couple other things that feel a little bit awkward, slopey, physics, yada yada. You get the gist. It's fine. It's a good level. It's a really good level. I enjoy it. That's a lovely transition. Right into the gameplay, yep. Yay, it's easy. Mostly a good level except for the very end. I don't like the end. The boss fight sucks. Everything else in this level's pretty good. A little bit of over-indication syndrome, you know. It's alright. It's alright. This is a fun one. I mean, it's just, I think if it were a little bit less indicated, it'd probably be better. Just kind of the way it is. It's alright though. Pretty easy. Pretty fun, pretty easy. I just wish it, you know, played a little bit better. There were no coins that I missed, right? No. Okay. This is probably one of the weakest World Gauntlet levels, or World Gauntlet contest levels, just because I don't really think some parts play very well. Some parts have bad gameplay, and that's okay. It's actually not okay. I just think there's a lot of inconsistency. A lot of parts are actually pretty fun, and then there's a lot of other parts that just kind of play like garbage, and it's like, you know, whatever. Overall, it's pretty fun. It's just, it's got some parts I don't like. hard to say exactly where, although there's that one part, like right after the part with like the basic 2.1 design for some reason. I can't describe it very well. That had a lot of foreground background mix up. Hard to tell what killed you. You know, that was the biggest part, but it was all over the place. It's okay though. Okay. I forgot there was one more part there, so I got a little bit scared at the end. It's okay though, yay! Have fun. What a level. That was glorious. It's really fun. I just wish it were. I wish some parts did have freaking foregrounds. Oh my god, the foregrounds suck. I hate foregrounds. And yeah, some parts are just otherwise kind of hard to read. I used to love Koenigstein, but over time it's sort of dropped a little bit in my ranks. I still think it's okay, but it's not quite as glorious as I once believed, and it's fine. I mean, I don't hate it. I hate this ending, dude. This ending is terrible. Just let me win, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I don't... This one's just got way too much focus on the visuals and not enough on the gameplay. That is the level's weakness. I love the atmosphere at the very least. Singularity is a goated song. But god, this gameplay is not best. Because it's not only like over-indicated gameplay, but it's over-indicated gameplay where it doesn't even like make you think about the gameplay at all. Like if you just click at the indicators, you win. Sometimes you have to get lucky, but it's like half the time I didn't even know what game mode I was. I would die for something. For example, I would die sometimes because I thought I was the robot, but I wasn't the robot. So I was clicking a little bit before the indicator, but I couldn't do that because it changed me into a cube along the way because I just couldn't follow the gameplay. I was just watching the indicators. Didn't care. I don't care for this level that much. It still looks beautiful and it has great atmosphere to it, so it's not terrible. But man, some parts of this suck. It's all over the place, but it does look really nice. I have no idea how I'm gonna rate this one, but we'll see. I have no clue. Fun. spam and please work. Please work. Yay, my spamming worked. I'm happy. Okay. Ooh. Xanadu, not that fun. Quite unfortunate. Not that fun. I said this in Discord. Anybody who read this in Discord is going to probably recognize this statement. My comparison for this level and similarly Xin Chao is that these levels feel like you're trying to read something on paper, but the paper has had water spilled on it and the words have become all blurry. Like, at its core, there is good gameplay in these levels. These levels aren't bad gameplay-wise, but they have been so blurred and covered and illegible that it's just, ooh, it's so, you can't see. And it gives you indicators, but if those indicators weren't there, these levels would be unplayable. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. These levels both look gorgeous. They're just, ooh, you cannot see in them. And that sucks. It's okay though. Xanadu did have its moments, I think, but it was so hard to understand what the heck was happening. That's a cool UFO. I like that one. Yeah, just whatever. Mixed bag, mixed bag. That part's frustrating, dude. Okay. Sweet. This level's pretty good. This level's pretty good. I remember not liking it very much, but over time, I've come to enjoy it quite a bit. It is better than I thought, at one point in time. I think this is kind of like a similar case to Down Unda, where, yeah, it's not quite up to, like, the standard I love for gameplay. Like, it has parts of it that are like, eh, but, it has, like, at least a sort of identity. Like, as opposed to, like, Xin Chao and Xanadu, where they just have so much decoration. Like, I feel like it takes advantage of the cultural aspect a little bit more. It goes beyond looking gorgeous. It, like, has this element of the country it was made in. Like, because Down Under also had, like, the traditional artwork seen in, like, ancient Australia or whatever. I don't know world history. I could be wrong about whatever that means. But it had that, and this felt similar because it had a lot of Mayan relics, or whatever kind of relics they are, and all these different artifacts and architecture, and it feels a lot more special. I mean, like, obviously, Xin Chao and Xanadu had, like, some nice oriental, Asian architecture, But it didn't feel quite as strong there because it's just like a style of building. But like this like feels very similar, and gameplay is just good enough to the point where I think it's probably an A tier. It might end up being like a high B, but I think it's pretty solid. This was more fun than I remembered. Oh, it just comes out of nowhere. Right here, I think. Okay, I did it. E. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think he's other 3 Devonport. I don't think he's from, yeah. This is tricky, you know, it's like... I'd love to be all, you know, cool premise, important lesson. I just hate this level. It's the gameplay, it's pretty bad, and yeah, it's not very fun to play. Like once you kind of get into a rhythm, sure, I guess, like, but there's just so much blind stuff, it's like a lot of memorization of dumb things I don't like. And it doesn't only suffer from the fact that you can't see where you're going, it also suffers from the fact that you can't see what is above and below you, because you will often be going above and below you. A lot of camera shifting. So it's not even just a matter of clutter, it's just, you know, and it's like, you know, I want to love this level, because obviously there's a lot of passion behind it, and it's trying to tell a story, but the issue is the story doesn't come through in the level itself really strongly. Like, you know, those of you who cannot remember the past or can even repeat it. I get that. That's like, in a description that's important, but the level itself doesn't really do anything to convey that. I think there needed to be some sort of additional storytelling element, because right now it just feels like war. Like, there's a strong war going on in this level, but, like, it doesn't say to the player why, the context of the event. It doesn't, like, make a whole lot of sense, because it just doesn't convey the message. It does that through its description, and while descriptions are a powerful tool and I think they can add a lot to a level, they shouldn't be the only tool to tell what your level's about. It should still be fairly obvious without using that as that resource. So I understand what the level's going for, but as of now, it's just not very good. It's very cluttered, not very fun to play. I just don't care for this level, really. It got really frustrating. Not a fan. Not a fan. one's easy. I really have no idea how to review this one because, like, it's like, I kind of like this one, which is weird because, like, I kind of said I didn't like specific things about Xin Chao and Xanadu and a couple other levels. Oh, and BISMARCK. But Lutetia's kind of guilty too, but for some reason I just like it more. I'm sorry. Was that part of the Shadow Path? It was not. So I guess that was like a demon completion, this one. Anyway, I'm fixing demon keys now. Actually, let me finish my review here. I don't know, I just kind of like Lutetia more. I mean, it's still not great. I don't know, it feels weird, because I mean, like, I feel like I should be reviewing it by the same standards as Xin Chao and Xanadu, but I just like it more. I mean, I have no idea where to place, but I just kind of like it. Lutetia's fun. Whatever, though. There we go. Ugh. Jonathan GD's from... What the heck? That says verifier. Did the verifier have to be from the... What? It's Indonesia, right? What the heck? There's so many people involved in this. What? And Jonathan G... Did that... Is he just... What the heck? Is he actually Indonesian? I would never have known. So unless he's like, unless he's just the verifier, then like, kind of crazy. Anyway, I'm going to go for the next ones now. That's 1 coin. I don't know how to get this fried. Yay! I got the second coin. Okay, nice. That one murdered me. It was a good route. I had fun with it. It was pretty cool. I don't know, I sucked at it so much, but okay, there's 2. Yay! So let me do this stupid level, man. I have 100 right here. Come on. Oh, the invisible slope, you dirty little rascal. Yay! Oh. PABRIK! I did it! I got all 3 coins on PABRIK! I'm so good. Exactly 100% on that route. That's fun. Let's go. Okay, this was pretty fun. This is an easy demon. I don't care what you tell me, it is not a medium demon. Anyway, this is really, really fun. For about 70% of the level, then you had the stupid boss fight at the end. Both boss fights are atrocious. I hate both of these boss fights. The top one is worse, but oh my god, these boss fights suck. The rest of the level is absolutely amazing. It's very similar to Castlevania in some ways, but it has a lot more intensity, which is just completely fine with me. I'm cool with that. This is fun. It's just, oh my god, the boss fights are just, like, a terrible way to cap off the experience. This has a freaking coin, whatever. Anyway, PABRIK, this is fun. It's just, oh my god. These boss fights, dude. It's still a really good level otherwise, but those knock it down a peg. But I did enjoy this. The bulk of the level, yeah, I'm going back and forth, man, between liking it and hating it. Overall, it was an overwhelmingly positive experience, but man, those bosses. Okay. Okay, this level's actually really, really fun. I like this one a lot. There we go, Mystic Shade. Very fun. This one's really good. It's hard. It's tricky. But this one's awesome because it's a little hard to see in places. Just a couple. But, like, overall, like, I don't feel like I'm watching indicators to play. I feel like I'm watching my players and reacting to what's coming up. Like, it feels so much better. There's a couple parts that suck a little bit, yeah. Like, I don't like that one ship where you kind of swerve around, like, the colorful circle thing. And, like, that whole section is a little bit rough. But overall, this level's fun. Like, that was really enjoyable, if I'm being honest. I liked that. That was a good time. Anyways, yeah, most of these levels are kind of boring, but there's some good ones in there. I like, you know, Planet X and Down Under are great. The Galaxy Gauntlet's probably the weakest. There's like no really, really good levels in here. Like, the best one's Koenigstein, but even that's like, eh. Like, still not perfect. It's got some things I hate about it. This level actually was pretty good overall. The only one I don't like is BISMARCK at all. I don't like BISMARCK in the slightest. Everything else is probably like A to B tier. Yeah, pretty fun. Yeah, and that's that. Oh my god, this level's so bad. Please win. This sucks. Thank God. This is my very, very easily my new least favorite easy demon. And probably my least favorite demon in general, and a contender for my least favorite level in general. I think that Karting Dash and Bogey are worse than this, but this is horrible. This is a style of gameplay I've just absolutely come to despise. I think this is what's considered to be flow gameplay, but it's such a weird term to me because this doesn't feel like it flows at all. Like, this level is entirely, it's just click sync, but sometimes you go a little bit off that rhythm and have to hold something or release for a little bit. But the issue with this is that it doesn't feel memorable enough, because flow gameplay is kind of the style of memory gameplay. But memory gameplay only works like when your level is memorable. If the level has nothing interesting to it, because this level is very, very boring visually, I'll add. Like, there's no interesting thing about this level. If your part doesn't feel interesting, it's so hard to memorize. It differs from something like Death Step 3, where that level had a lot of unique ideas that made it more memorable to play. Every section felt unique, but this level is just a long string of button mashing and buffer clicking to get through, like, and you just get through to the end, and it's like almost entirely the same all the way through. Not to mention that the level's beginning is really boring, because that's also just like raw click sync. But sometimes it's a little bit off. Like, you can't just sync your clicks. If this level were also just click syncing the whole way, it'd also be terrible. But this is just horrible. I mean, there's nothing interesting to it, and it just is really frustrating to play because you die in these little arbitrary ways that feel like should never happen. This is absolutely atrocious, and definitely my least favorite easy demon. This is so bad. I'm done with it. This sucks. That's tight. A little bit of a difficulty spike, although it stays pretty consistent from that point forward. Easy. This level's chill. Much better than the guards I played right before it. It looks really, really nice. I wish it was a little bit less over-indicated. I feel like I kind of just watched the indicators in this one just a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. It was still alright, and it had some really cool visual effects. First half was probably where it shined, because it just didn't over-indicate like literally everything. The second half was alright. Obviously the ship physics change, hurts us a little bit, but that's not the level's fault, it's Pop's terrible game design. Yeah, this was fun. I like this. Much better than the garbage that was Hyperspace. So janky.
Slap squad out. Murder.
I should not be alive. Do I win? Thank you. Ooh, I don't like this level. I am not really. I'm leaving neutral. It was, it wasn't like completely horrible. There were some fun things like mixed into this, but there were just some bothersome things that really killed this for me. Mainly the boss fight. I hate the boss fight. It's just not even accurate. It's straight wave spam, up and down a little bit, and it's not, the indication is not even always accurate. You just can't, you just have to memorize. It's not good. It's a really bad boss. And just some other things earlier in the level. It's just not that great. I mean, there were some fun elements to it, but I just found myself more frustrated than, like, satisfied with the experience. So, yeah, it's just okay. I mean, I don't despise it. It's not my least favorite level by any means. It's not as bad as Hyperspace was, but yeah, this is not that great. Could be better. Could be better. It's okay though. I did it, and I got some diamonds, so that's fun. Oh, that's how I jumped there. It didn't kill me. That was pretty bad. I don't think I'm gonna get enough. Oh, I am! It's actually not that hard. These rings are so cool looking. Like, it's kind of weird, because they look kind of out of place, but I don't know how they're made, dude. That seems really impressive. This is really cool. Man, if the whole series is like this, then I'm in for a treat. Good stuff. I really liked this. This was fun. Well, I mean, it was a 3-star, so it wasn't that engaging, really, but it just looked really good, and it had real gameplay, which is like, you know, not always something I kind of expect. That was a banger. This is fun. I like this. All right. Go down there. I don't love that one because it's kind of just a super sweet coin. Okay. It's a little bit more simple than Cosmic Dolphin, but it's still pretty cool. Might not be in yet, I don't guess. It's always die. Nice. This is fun. A little bit more on the simple side, you know, compared to the last level, but I enjoyed it. Good stuff. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's just, you know, not anything like, there's no masterclass of design or anything. It's just alright. I don't really like the randomization element. I think it's kind of like Get Happier's coin, which kind of throws you out too fast. The concept is neat. And that doesn't change the game mode on you at the very least. Alright, I'm gonna do Spider. Alright, then the next coin. And like that vertical part. Kind of a weird song, but okay. Fun. Okay. This was fun. I think the song's a little bit uninteresting. It doesn't have any, like, intensity to it, really. It's alright, though. I mean, Fire Exit. Okay, that one was cool. I still enjoyed it. It just wasn't quite as strong, I don't think. Not bad. Really fun. I hope the demons are this good, because these are fun. I'm worried forgetting something, even though I also don't think I am. Nice. That should be everything, right? Don't think I missed any. This is fun! Okay, I got them all. Nice. This level's great. I mean, like, these are all so good. Man, I did not expect to love this series as much as I am, but these are all, like, solid levels. The only one I didn't really like that much is Fire Escape. That one was still cool, it was just... the song was kind of not that interesting. Yay! Love that key. It's actually not that bad. I just am struggling with it. I'm blanking on how to get this thing. Cool. Chill. That one was fun. I like this level. One of the weaker ones, I think, but still pretty good. I just didn't feel quite as excited by it, I don't guess. It was still good though. I have like diamonds. I don't have any quests, do I? No. Only one is the orb one. Okay. Yeah, I liked that. On the run, that was cool. It just wasn't quite as strong, I don't think. It felt a little bit more awkward here and there, but it was still good. That's not the strongest level. I didn't hate it. Anyways. Oh, I want to hit those guys. That was way too close. This one's a significant step down from the other levels in DeeperSpace. It was still fine, but it wasn't nearly as fun. I think it might be in part because of the coin route. I still liked it. I mean, but I think it was in part due to the coin route. I just didn't think the coin route was quite as, you know, I think it would have been better if I didn't do that. But, still, there were some parts that didn't feel great. Like, especially the stupid accelerating wheel thing. That gimmick is just terrible. It doesn't feel satisfying at all. Like, I got it almost every single time once I figured out how it worked, but it still felt like I was guessing, kind of. Aside from that, though, I just didn't like certain parts of this. It didn't feel satisfying to sync. I don't know, it was still alright, and there were fun parts. That's an easy demon, by the way. It wasn't bad. It was just, I don't know, man. It just didn't feel good to me, really. But what can you do? I mean, it was still okay. I mean, it's not a bad level or anything. I've played worse, but I don't know. I just didn't care for it. I'm trying my best. Oh, please. Bam. Oh, man. This level... It has... Oh, it's... so hard to judge. It's so hard. I like it overall. But oh my god, the beginning is awful. The first half of this level sucks, and the second half of it is really fun. Like, I really, really enjoyed the second half. But I hated, like, everything in the first half, except for that one, like, swing spider hybrid part. That part was fun. But, oh my god, like, the very beginning with the foreground background thing, and the thing with the screen wrap, and the part with the planets, I hated all that. It was just really, it's weird. It was really gimmicky. And I can respect that, but it just did not play super well. Like, I appreciate the level trying to do something creative. It doesn't, I'll say this much, the gameplay doesn't feel like an afterthought in this level. It just feels like it had ideas that were good on paper, and then when put into execution, they just didn't feel as great. I mean, I don't know. I still commend it, but it wasn't quite as fun as I'd hoped for it to be. But the second half was really good. I did enjoy the ending of this a lot. Man, just that first half. It's kind of like the opposite of Heave Ho, if you ask me. That's what this level reminded me of, kind of. It just felt like that, but in reverse. Like, strong second half, but bad first half. Whereas Heave Ho, I don't know. It's a dumb comparison, kind of, but I don't really know what else to compare this to. It's not really like any of the other hard demons I've completed. I mean, as far as hard demons go, like, what have we got? Like, it's not really anything like any of these. Kid Core is probably the closest comparison, but I mean, even that's like it's hard to say. Anyway, yeah. Overall, that was it was a fun experience, but I didn't like love it. Thought it was alright. I just think it could have been a bit better. Speaking on DeeperSpace as a whole, though, I enjoyed most of what I played here. Did the whole list, including Clown Party, which was in the Gauntlet, so I didn't have to redo that, but I just felt like it, so I did it. Every level was pretty fun, except for, like, how we win. I feel like there was another one I didn't really like too much. I feel like Fire Exit was a little on the weaker side. Overall, though, I really enjoyed this series. I didn't really expect to love it as much as I did, but, I mean, it was good. There were some rough parts, obviously. I think How We Win is pretty weak, and Space Invaders has a pretty bad first half. And I don't remember which ones it was, but there were just a couple things that I didn't love earlier in the series, but I don't know. I did enjoy this, though. It was a good time. Good series, good stuff. Yeah. And it was nice. For like a casual sort of experience, I think it nailed that feel. Like, it did feel like a very casual, and it felt very creative still. I really loved some of the coins in these levels. Like, I think every level had at least one really cool coin in it. So that was a nice thing. Anyways, yeah, so that good series. That was fun. Die at this dash or... No, I'm good. I think I win. Do I win? Yippee! Okay, this level's like... whatever. It doesn't suck. It's like... eh. The first, like, half of it's pretty fun. But the second half of it, like, well... the entire last section, you can literally just mash, and like 90% of the time it works. Doesn't require a lot of thought. So that's just kind of whatever. But aside from that, like, I don't know, it's cool, I guess. I mean, the train, like the part where you're actually on the train is also a little bit like, you know, you're kind of just reading indication and orbs, but it's not bad. It's still kind of engaging. It's just the middle of the road level. Kind of, it's just okay. Don't hate it. There we go. That last death was really stupid. Did it though. This is a really good level. There are a couple parts in particular that I wish didn't require much indication because they just weren't very clear naturally. I mean, and I wish they were a little bit more clear so that way they didn't need to be indicated. Because indicators, you know, they're not ideal. I don't hate them, but it would have been cool if it didn't need to have them. Either way, that was fun. I really liked this. It plays well and it looks good. I mean, that's about all there is to say about it. This is a good level. Very cool, very cool. Fun. Okay, this is easy enough. This is really good too. Flash just cooks so hard, man. Alright! That was cool! I like this. Dizzying Heights. About time I played this one. This was really fun. Yes, a little banger there. By Flash. I need that key, dude. Yay, this is cool. Like, obviously from a design perspective, it's like, it's not like groundbreaking work, but it is very fun. Great flow to it. And it looks nice. I mean, it definitely doesn't look bad. Only complaints really, there's some little tiny things in there that I don't love. I mean, just weird timings, weird movements of blocks, all that the usual stuff. But overall, this was really fun. I mean, yeah. No huge complaints by any stretch of the imagination. That was pretty good. Cool. Nice. This is a banger. This flows so well. I like it so much. That was very fun. Ultramarine. Dang. That's my brand silver. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yep. Metal magic. Very similar. Anything else that I know? I think there's a couple of other gauntlet levels, like Shade and Silence, I believe. Yeah, okay, brand silver, that makes sense. Oh wow, that's old. Yeah, very good creator. And that was a really good level. I liked that. Super fun. Yeah, this is great. It just plays really well. That was great. Love it. It just doesn't feel good. I hate this whole level, really. Other than that small interlude and with like the slow stuff, that part feels good. Everything else in this level is pretty bad. Oh my god! Okay, this was pretty frustrating. Not big on this one. It's a lot of the same issues that Hyperspace had, where it's just kind of like mindless sync, but it's not always super accurate. It's better than that level. I mean, I definitely like this more than Hyperspace, mostly because I just like the song more. I mean, and it had some cool like elements of, you know, where it slows down and stuff. I like all the flying in this level. That's like where it shines, really. I think the flying parts are the strongest. Just because, I don't know, I mean, they just feel good. They are flowy and fun. But all the sync stuff, it's just a lot of sync. I mean, it's just hard to get into this level, man. I don't hate it, but I don't really like it either. I mean, it's pretty low on the tier list. I hate this dumb. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I just can't remember it. It's just. Jeez. Let me win. Please. Thank you. Oh, I really liked this level at first, but the more I played it, the more I realized how many issues there are with it. And it's largely because of bad indication. Indicators are so terrible in this level. Like, it's one thing to have gameplay that requires indicators because you just can't see where you're going. It's another thing to have upward-facing indicators that look like spikes, but when you put those two things together, it just creates such a terrible experience. I did not enjoy this level, which is a shame. I like the visual effects a lot, other than that first one where you literally cannot see where you're going at all, and you just have to watch for like the gray blocks. I don't like that effect. I think some of the glitchy effect stuff in this level is really cool. It's just, oh my god, it's so bad to play. It's so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad. No, I did not enjoy this level. Hate to say it, it's just not that good. It's okay. Just didn't, it's just, I didn't enjoy it. Yay! This one's hard. Actually, it's not that hard, but man, it was rough. This one kicked my butt. It's pretty fun though. I mean, it had decent gameplay. Just a little awkward in places. I don't really know what else to add. It's just it's a good level. Yeah, just inconsistent in quality. Yeah. Pretty cool, just... It's very old, so it's kind of hard to say anything too special about it. It's just, you know, mixed bag, mixed bag. It's not bad, though. Pretty fun. Somewhere. Please, thank you. Oh, this level's terrible. Man, I really would just like to play a good level, and I keep getting these awful ones with just the worst gameplay, dude. Ugh. Man, yeah, this was bad. Very bad. I mean, like, overall it was actually pretty fun. It just had some really horrible elements to it. The whole level is like... It's mostly the timings, like with the orb timings and stuff. Because most of the level is completely buffer. And then every now and then you'll just have this ridiculously tight orb timing for no reason. And like, that on its own is not a bad thing really, but they're just so pointless and they don't look like timings. They don't present themselves as timings. They just happen to not work if you hit them in the right... Like, the biggest offender is that one robot part where the spike is like above you and you have to hit the blue orb, but it's like ridiculously delayed. Oh my god, this level's just so bad. There we go. This one's free. Yeah, I feel a little bit of guilt about like choosing a rough life on my old account just to get through it. But man, I could not be bothered to play something else like hard right away. I needed a little breather with a decent level. This is a decent level. I mean, it's not great. It has some elements I really hate. Boss fight. It's literally just like an ultra-violent boss fight. It's not as bad. It's pretty free, actually. I don't like the boss fight. Everything else in this level is fine, though. I mean, a little bit of button mashy stuff, too. It's the middle of the level, but it's so relieving. It's so relieving to play a level like this after the garbage that was, you know, Beldrix and Giza Dance and Neon and Forever. Very, very relaxing. I was very appreciative of that. Yeah. Is it great? Not really. Boom Slayer, you know, it's what it is, but it's not as bad. It just feels kind of like a mix of like Ultraviolence meets Last Abyss meets Castlemania, sort of. Castlemania is kind of a weird one to throw in there, but it does have some of that gothic architecture that I like, obviously. So, anyway, yeah, that was fine. It's a fine level. There we... Oh wait, it's not over. forward, or is it just chill? That was scary. Easy. This is what I needed more of. That's a weird end screen. I don't really like some of the goofy humor in this level. It's kind of stupid. I mean... yeah. This end screen's actually kind of how it, like, moves around. You can see the whole thing. Yeah, I don't really like some stuff about this level, but it's alright. I mean, this was way better than everything else I played before it, so... credit where it's due, right? Like, that was not that bad. I was pretty happy about that. That was fun. Oh, I hit the pink one and then I let go. Man, 1.9 levels are killer. Yay! Nice! This is fun! Veil Wanderer. It's B. I'm gonna beat the I'm gonna finish the Shadow Path. Man, it's like... oof. That was great. This is really fun. 1.9 goes hard sometimes, man. You know? I mean, good stuff. Definitely very cool. Very fun. Very nice. There we go. I cannot believe how many times I died at the end of this level, because it's really not that bad. This is super fun. I don't like how flashy it is, really. Big, flashy, you know, flashy levels are not my favorite thing. But it's a good level. I really liked it. Is it as good as the other Flicker? Not quite. It's not too far off. It's still an A tier level, I'd say. But it's not quite on the same level, I don't think. Really good, though. Really good. This is fun. The only part I don't really like is the beginning, because it's basically just kind of raw memory. But the song does help there. Yeah, no, this is good. Flicker. What a fun level. Very cool. I enjoyed that. This is really good. Super fun. Spectral Prism. Oh, this is like a big monkey glass thingy, it looks like. That was super fun. Really good. Yeah, that's a big team. That was good. Really good. What's a boss fight song? That sounds like a boss fight song. Oh, I wouldn't have known it if I didn't look, probably. It just makes sense. Yeah, that was really good. Spectral Prism. It just has good gameplay. It's not over-indicated. It has like a nice clean design. It's just, yeah, it's really good. It's just kind of the standard for good level. And it was really easy, which is what I needed right now, because I've played so many bad levels today, and I really need to catch up, because I'm behind the pace I wanted to be on. Yeah, good level. Good level. This is why I usually serve. I was like, okay, I need to stop doing this, because it's a useless habit. But then... That's it, right? I think I win. Yay! This is fun. Yeah, I got all this one. I was a little bit worried I didn't. That was surprisingly easy for a medium demon, but this was good. I liked it. It's a solid little gameplay. I pushed it right into the easy demon, but it's okay. That was good. I liked that. It's just really chill. Didn't absolutely kill me. That's a good thing. Yeah. That was fun. My only issue is that the boss, I couldn't really see where I was going very well. It was a lot of memorization more than like what's the oh yeah, I just couldn't read it very well. So it felt a little bit weird. Just hard to see where I was going. But once you get it memorized a little bit, it's good. Yeah, it's not too hard. Yeah. I didn't think the visual style was all too interesting. I do appreciate the trumpet representation. Otherwise, I didn't. You know, it was just okay. Didn't stick out or anything, but it wasn't bad. And it was just a good level overall. That was fun. Level has some little intricate things. There we go. Nice. Okay. The ending's a little bit weird because it tries to cram so many things in at once. I don't hate it though. You take all coin! There we go, another coin achievement. Love it. These coin achievements are hard to get because, you know, they only come in groups of 3 at most. That's a lot of coins. That was fun. I like playlists. I don't know. I am a little conflicted on it considering that it is, it's a multi-song level, and I feel like multi-song levels sort of like betray the identity of Geometry Dash because the song is supposed to be sort of integral to the experience, and just kind of changing songs like this is questionable. And there was another NCS contest level that did something similar that I really didn't like, because it did that. But this one, I feel like the Spotify concept is neat enough to the point where it feels kind of justified. But yeah, I liked this. I feel like it does that concept alright with the switching songs, because it has like an actual theme tied to it. And every section feels unique. It goes to, every one of them goes to the song it chooses, and I really like that. Playlist, very fun, very fun. Definitely a strong level. I'm not waiting this out. Cute effect, but it's like after the first one uses plus there. There we go. Not too hard. Oh, I forgot there was there. Hopefully I got both coins. Did I get both coins? Good. I wish it was more clear how you got the coins in this level. Oh well though. This is fun. I mean, is it a perfect level? No, not really. I mean, I think it's a little bit cluttered in places, and it doesn't look great. People saying Legendary, and especially Mythic, in the comments are ridiculous. Epic is a completely fine rating for this. I mean, it does not... This is not anything above Legendary. I don't think Legendary is accurate either, but it's definitely not a Mythic level. It's a good level. It's just, I don't know, the gameplay is very safe, very easy. And it's very cluttered, but it's fun and it's cute and it's got a good concept. I like it. It's just that I would prefer if it were a little tiny bit more, I don't know, just clear and engaging, I guess. I don't know. It's okay. Just an alright level. Ooh, I almost messed up there at the end, but I got it. Nice. This is fun. This is a nightmare. What is that for? Demons, I guess? Can't imagine anything else. It's a pretty cool icon, though. This is fun. I like this. A little bit on the simple side, although it looks decent and it has good gameplay. Couple iffy parts, as usual. But I did like the middle part where like it kind of drops like the bloody aesthetic and kind of goes for like the brick block sort of thing. That looked really cool. With like the ship and the wave, and it just flowed better too. The whole level played well though. Like the boss fight was a little bit lame, and there was a couple other like tight timings that put me off a little bit. But overall, this is fun. I liked this. Really good. Really good. Excuse me. It's okay. This is the first time I never heard when I played the other levels. This was okay. I mean, it was good gameplay. Not very balanced. I didn't like the dual wave really. I think it was just kind of all over the place. It was still fun, but it just didn't really like leave a mark on me. It's still good. Like it didn't leave a lasting impression really. Like I have already forgotten like pretty much everything about the level except for like the blue orb thing at the end, and I just beat it. Like I've already forgotten so much of the. It's just not very memorable. I mean, it's good. It's good. It's like I don't know. It's just that I've played so many levels today that like aren't that much to write home about. Like. So, like, as I go on, like, every level like that gets put a bit of a disadvantage because it's just not as memorable. Not bad, just, you know, I don't remember it really. It's still good. It's still good. Not a bad level by any means. It's just, you know, I mean, it's not really that interesting after a bunch of playing. On its own, it's alright. Just, meh. Jump that much, dude. It's honestly funny at this point. Yay! I don't know why I died to that last jump 4 times. I'm actually terrible. Okay, this level's pretty good. I don't love sync gameplay, but it's really satisfying still. Much to my surprise. I enjoyed that. Probably easy demon. It was not very hard. The wave part felt really cool. Thing is, it was sync, but it still required you to think about it a little bit, and it flowed well. I mean, it didn't feel too mindless. Probably still about a B tier. I mean, like, it's just not quite as engaging as I would have liked for it to be. But that was, there's no, oh my god. They quoted A on air. That's wild. Anyway, this is cool. It's just, I don't know, sync gameplay's not my favorite, but I don't hate it. And it's better than it is in some of the levels I played earlier today. Levels like, I don't know, what was there? Like, Bellatrix, or Forever, or Neon. I don't remember if those were sync levels or not. I already forgot about those levels, they were so bad. Anyway, yeah, fun. Good times. That was easy. Had to run that one back because I forgot to record the first time. I love forgetting to record. Yeah. That's annoying, but luckily I beat it one time. Anyway. Even after recompletion, I stand by what I said the last time, which was that this level is just not that great. It's okay, but, like, I just don't really love the gameplay. It's just kind of stuff flying around and you kind of jump at the indicators and click at the orbs, and it kind of just works out and you hope you don't die. Some of the transitions are bad. It's just not that great. It's whatever. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not what I would like. It's not. I didn't like it really. It was whatever. Fun. Who's involved in this? I'm not organizing any of these names, I don't think. That was fun. Welder. Very cool, very cool. It was another one of those, you know, sort of simplistic gameplay, very indicated, very rhythmic. Played a lot of those levels today, you know. But it was fun. It was fun. Hard to go wrong. This was good. I really enjoyed this. Yay! I did it. That wasn't very hard. I didn't even need to practice that one because it's based entirely off of electrodynamics. And I get to an award. I get to award an F tier. I don't get to do that very often. I don't give out F tiers often. Because I think to me F tier is not just miserable to play. This level actually is like, you know, it's based off of a good level, so it's not miserable to play. The gameplay is overall fine in this. Now, there are some terrible camera transitions and cluttered visuals and other issues that make this level kind of irritating, but the raw gameplay is good. F tier is just for levels that are just like kind of disgraceful. This just takes something like that is already phenomenal and tries to make it better, but it's just a case of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The original Electrodynamics is a phenomenal level. It does not need an upgrade. And as a result, Mechadynamism, or what that, yeah, Dynamism is just kind of disrespectful, in my opinion. I just don't find it to be a very point or useful level. I'm blanking on the word I was gonna go for, but it's fine. Yeah, is it terrible? Not exactly, but it's just kind of ruining something that's already perfect and it doesn't have much reason to exist. It's an F tier level. That's kind of how it's defined. Awesome. Yeah, this is really good. Alvaro has such a beautiful art style, man. Absolutely love the way this looks. I do wish the gameplay were like a tiny bit better, but like it's still pretty fun. A lot of freaking playtesters. Oh man, it's a lot. It still played pretty well. I really liked this. Yeah, this is awesome. The moment I saw this, I knew I wanted to play it because I just love Alvaro's style. Unknown Void and Liminal Landscapes are two of the most beautiful levels I've ever seen, and this was no different. And this one has so much more like depth to it as well, like more of a narrative. It just feels special in that way, you know? Yeah. To be expected, I guess. There we go. Sweet. Finished semester. Let's go. Another path in the books. And another hard demon in the books. This one was more fun as I played it. I liked this. Still don't really love the song. I mean, it grew on me a little bit as I played it, but 322 is like probably like my least favorite Kreia song. Either this or Make It Look Like an Accident. But I don't know, it grew on me a little bit, but no. I mean, this level was okay. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Although the freaking balancing is not that good. The second half is way harder, like by a significant margin. But I enjoyed this. I don't think it succeeds theming nearly as closely as it should either. Like, the first half does pretty well in that regard, but then the second half just sort of falls apart. I don't know, it's an alright level, but I just wish some gameplay elements were a little bit ironed out, some visual elements were a little bit cleaner, and I wish the ending wasn't nearly as hard as it is, because the last wave and UFO are crazy. Or, like, more like the cube. The UFO itself is fine, but the cube before it is tight. Mainly the wave, though, really. That's the big thing. Because you gotta... 4 times speed wave, man. Mini wave. It's not a fun thing to play around with. Yeah, no. That was alright, though. I didn't mind it nearly as much as I worried I would. Voice the Guardian. Nice. Overall, that was alright. That was pretty fun.